You know, if we do end up getting Astral Chain 2 revealed, I wonder if it'll be at that rumored February Nintendo Direct. Which, by the way, what games would you like to see at the next Nintendo Direct? Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the Robotron Show, where we cover the latest gaming news, leaks, and rumors from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. If you want to be kept up on the latest gaming news, make sure you click the subscribe button below this video and the notification bell so you know when I upload. So with Nintendo finally revealing the Nintendo Switch 2, one would think that all of these rumors and Nintendo Switch leaks would die down, but it doesn't seem like it. In fact, it seems like we're getting more and more and more as we get closer to that Nintendo Switch 2 reveal Nintendo Direct during April. And this is just the latest one. If you guys haven't heard about this yet, apparently we're going to be getting Astral Chain 2, and we have the information over on Platinum Games Inc. Twitter account, or not Twitter account, I meant the Reddit account, and it has a lot of information on the development and what's going on with it. So we're going to read through that, and I'll give my thoughts, and then you guys give your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoy these shorter videos, let me know in the comment section below, because I'll make more. But with that being said, the first paragraph said this: I'm going to make this very short and clear. I had a chance to meet someone who previously worked at Platinum Games, and I can share a lot of intriguing information. All I can tell you is that the information I got dates from were before winter 2024, and that it's condensed transcript of a conversation I had with this person in Japanese. I am fluent in Japanese, but it's not my native language. So the first thing that you can pick out there is that it's been in development for at least, I would say, a year and a half, probably more, I would assume. Let's say you can add another 2 years on top. Let's say it's been in development for 4 years at least. If you look at Astral Chain 1, according to Google anyway, so take that with a grain of salt, it's from the Wikipedia page, Astral Chain was estimated to have a 5-year-long development cycle. So if this did end up coming out, I'm guessing it would probably be for 2026, maybe the beginning of 2026, and that's assuming it's been in development for at least 4 years. There's potential for 2025, I would say, though, especially since it's a sequel, and usually sequels end up being developed much faster, from what I can tell anyways. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing it at the next Nintendo Direct when they do show all the crazy Nintendo games we're going to be getting. But anyways, continuing. So this next paragraph is pretty interesting because I was pretty much spot on. I haven't read through this myself yet. This is my first time reading through it, just so you know. But it says the project for the sequel to Astral Chain was quickly mooted in the studio, and pre-production on the project was launched early 2021. So yeah, about 4 to 5 years. So we probably will see it at the next Nintendo Direct if this ends up being true. But anyways, continuing with the paragraph. But it's very quickly came up against a number of internal problems. Most of the people working on the project were required to work on other things, notably 2 games that were in development hell at this time. No further info on that. The interesting thing about that is that Ninja Gaiden 4 was just announced, and that game is scheduled for Q3 of 2025 for PC and PS5. That's pretty interesting, and it's a collaboration between Platinum Games and Team Ninja. That's gonna be pretty awesome. But anyways, continuing. Oh, just one more thing. There were some problems on Bayonetta 3, if I remember correctly too, so that might have been the game that was causing trouble as well. So it might have just been maybe Ninja Gaiden 4 and Bayonetta. But anyways, they go on to say, which meant that the project stagnated for a very long time, at least 6 months without any progress. To make matters worse, don't know if this is still true to today, the studio started to have serious money problems and had to make major budget cuts at all levels. For example, the human resources department was deprived of lighting for a few months. Fortunately, in 2022, thanks to Hideki Kamiya, the project was finally able to get back on track and go into full development at the same time as Steel Colossus. I don't know if this game is still alive, thanks to the substantial investment from third-party companies. Now remember, he's saying that it went into full development at the year 2022. Can't even talk today. So if Astral Chain 2 went into full development in 2022 and Astral Chain 1 took 5 years to develop, I'm assuming we will definitely see this game at the next Nintendo Direct. If anything, it would be at the June Nintendo Direct at the latest. But anyways, continuing. Very quickly, still in 2022, a sales representative from Nintendo will settle into the studio. After several months, major disagreements will begin to emerge between the key decision makers of Kamiya, ultimately leading to his departure from the studio the following year. Nintendo themselves rebooted Astral Chain 2 project after significant delays and money being recklessly spent by Platinum Games. I don't know if this is always the case, but from that point on, the game was planned as a title for Nintendo Switch 2. That's very interesting. That was kind of one of the questions I had. Was this planned for a Nintendo Switch 2, or was this one of those cross-gen games that was already in development? I mean, I'm sure Nintendo Switch 2 has been in development for quite some time, but you guys know know what I mean. And now they're going to end up sharing some information about the game itself. The game was intended to be a direct sequel to the first one, featuring the same protagonist with the option to transfer save data from the first game for customization. That would actually be pretty cool. The game was supposed to feature branching paths leading to radically different chapters. I don't know whether this is also meant to be multiple endings. One of the early levels, not the first but among the first, was set to take place on an aircraft carrier off the coast of the city. Among the new legions, there was an angel with blade-like wings and a tiger sphinx-like character. I don't know why, but Digimon just popped up in my head when they said that. But anyways, players would be able to temporarily fuse their legions with elemental powers: fire, water, earth, air. A small selection of legions from the first game was planned to make a return. Several adapter shader technologies, which were somewhat experimental, were in development. The feature allowing two-player gameplay was planned to return, but with greater depth. The game story wasn't even completed during this phase of development, but discussions about the third installment were already taking place. Now, if you guys remember, there is another rumor going around by PH Brazil, a Nintendo insider, saying that there is going to be one more bigger game that's going to be released, or at least revealed, before the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, and that it's a niche game from a niche franchise. But it's also well beloved, and that does sound like Astral Chain 2, right? It's not going to be a remaster, he says too. So it kind of does sound like this is what they're talking about, if this ends up being true. But again, that's a separate rumor, could be a completely different game. But yeah, those are the details. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I've never played Astral Chain myself, so let me know if it is worth picking up, because I'm sure it's probably on sale constantly since it's a pretty old game at this point, and I can always gamefly it and rent it without having to spend money on it too. So let me know if it's worth playing. Maybe I'll do a review. I mean, the game has been out for quite some time, but you know, a look back type thing would be pretty cool and fun. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.